Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. This is Robin from Roaming with Rover. How are you? How are you? How are you? Here we go. All right. I think we are set. Get over to here. All right. Hello, hello. Here we go. Here we go. Get this up here so I can see what's going on. I like to see what it looks like on the other end. Yes. All right. Got it. Whoops. You know what else I have to do? I have to change this over so I can see the comments. Got to push the right button. All messages. We are good to go. All right. Got my coffee. Got my little thingy bobber to hold my phone so I can see what it looks like.
You already had breakfast?
And we are golden. Okay. Here we are. Here we are. Ooh, we got some folks in here. Got some folks in here watching. As soon as we get, I know you got to get through the commercials first. I know. Commercials. Got to get through those commercials. Somebody's got to get paid. Got to keep YouTube free so we don't have to pay to watch it. That's really a good thing, though. That is a good thing. I know they're annoying, but it is a good thing. So we'll just wait a second. Hope some people come on and say good morning back at us. Good morning, good morning. And then we can see how things are going. See how your squares are going. Say, oh, my hair. Why is my hair? Oh, I don't notice how terrible my hair looks till I get on the camera. Oh, well, it is what it is, right? It is what it is. So let's see how the squares are going. I'm a little chilly. I'm going to throw my blankie on. This is my temperature blankie from a couple years ago. One of the very few blankies I have around here that I actually made. So, and I use it a lot because it's easy to just throw on. Okay. So, did you guys get your square done last week? Last week we made the diagonal rib square. I liked that one. The diagonal rib square was, here it is. Here it is. Got to find it. My stuff's getting moved around. In fact, I had to hunt mine down this morning because, as you guys know, we are moving stuff out to the motorhome. Oh, I got an itch. I got an itchy nose. We are moving stuff out to the motorhome. And that means my knitting bag got moved out there. And I'm like, where's my bag? So I had to go outside this morning and find it and bring it back in here because I don't have this stuff out there yet. Yeah. So don't have any of my camera stuff out there yet. So I had to get it brought back in and so I could show you guys what we're doing. Yeah. So this week we did now see, I've already forgotten what it was. This week we worked on the diagonal rib square. And look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. This is the 11th square. Good morning, Miss Linda. I'm going to talk about you in just a minute. We did the diagonal rib square, which was the 11th square. We did the 11th square, you guys. We are getting there. Okay, so this was the one we did. This was mine. And it was done in this pretty gold color. I liked it. I really liked the way it worked out. Very, very pretty. Yeah. Of course, I have mistakes in it. And I think I showed you the mistakes already, but I'll show you again. I have no problem showing my mistakes. So there, somehow I got off on my count there. And oh, look, I got off on my, somehow in the side I got off too. Do I care? No. Nope, I do not. And I am liking, as soon as I'm done with the square, I just pick up my crochet hook and do my rounds. So when I set it down, it is completely done. So I do a round of single crochet, a round of half double crochet in the same color as the block. And then I pick up the yarn that I'm going to do for my border, my whole blanket border. And then I do a round of double crochet. And at first I was doing all 3 of the rounds in the border stitch color, but I'm afraid I'm going to run out because I only have 1 skein of that. So I don't know, couple three squares in, I switched over to doing just the 3rd one, just the 3rd round in the border square yarn. And so they're looking like this. And I like it. I like the way it's working up. I was listening to Miss Pinky Jean. Please go and listen to Miss Pinky Jean if you guys are not already subscribed to her. She's adorable. She does a lot of different kinds of things. Her videos are typically 5 minutes long. A long one for her is 10 minutes. So they're very short and sweet. And she's got some unboxing videos. She's got Mask Monday videos. If it's your thing, she does a little devotional, I think once a week. She does a little walk through her garden, fun things. So, but she's a very good, big supporter of this channel, and we adore her. So I liked this block, and I have no idea how I got off on that 1 row because I was very, 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 very careful with this one. But we're just going to cover that up.
I think that coffee.
We're just going to cover that up. And this is what it looks like. This is what it looks like. So I liked this one. It was easy to do. At first I thought it was going to be tricky, but it was not. And this is one where it looks about the same on both sides. So it's a good one. It's a good one. It is a good one. And it has not, I have not put it on the board yet. See, I need to call these squares because when I'm talking about blocking the blocks, it gets confusing. So I got this square is done and it has not been blocked yet. I've got all my blocking stuff put away. Oh, I should say Miss Morgan's blocking stuff because it's her stuff that I use. I have some because I used it when I was in the motorhome. So I do have some. It's, in fact, I think it's in a bin out in the shed. I think that is where it is. I'm not sure. It's somewhere, but I know where hers is and it's easy to get to. So I just use hers. That's how that works. Anywho, I do need to get some more blocking pins. And funny that you should mention blocking pins. When I was talking about, when I kind of ran out of blocking pins last week when I blocked my big long piece, my whole big strip. And Mr. said, hey, there's some blocking pins, some T-pins out in the shop because I've got some drawers out there of sewing stuff. And he brought these in. And these are Dritz T-pins that I bought at, you know, Joann's or whatever in the sewing section. And I said, I know that the blocking pins are supposed to be stainless. And these say nickel plated. And I did a bunch of research. These are not stainless. If it says nickel plated, they are not the same as stainless, which I was surprised to learn because I thought, okay, these are nice. And, you know, they sell them in the sewing section. They're probably fine. Apparently they are not. I'm sure I've used them. I'm sure they're mixed in with my other blocking pins because, you know, they're open. They got used. So just be careful. If you buy these kinds of pins and they do not say stainless. And the funny thing is, none of the ones I have say stainless, but these specifically say nickel plated. So be careful when you're buying them. Try to find some that specifically say stainless because my research says, the funny thing is, it says the nickel plated are actually stronger than the stainless and they're fine unless they get a nick in them. If they get any kind of a little nick or a blemish on the actual pin, that is when you're going to have a problem. And see, I can already tell on this one, it's got some rough edges on it, which I never would have noticed before, and you won't be able to see on here. But if you get any little bumps or any little blemishes on here, then that's when you're going to start having a problem. And it didn't even cross my mind that there could be a problem with these until somebody was saying, yeah, you can totally see it on there now, until somebody was saying that they had blocked some white, I think they made some snowflakes and they had blocked them. And when they took the pins out, they could see some little rust marks on their snowflakes. And gosh, some of the things we work up pretty quick, but some other things, like if I had crocheted a doily and it had a whole bunch of lace work on it, and then I went to the trouble of blocking them, and then it ended up with rust marks, I'd be pretty disappointed. So that's what I learned, that you really want the stainless ones. And if they don't say stainless, or if they say nickel plated, they are not stainless. So be super careful. And I have learned not to use this style. Or maybe, if I'm doing something that's this color, it won't matter maybe. I don't know. I'm going to be super careful, and I probably won't use these in the future for this kind of a thing. If I'm steaming, if I'm blocking, I can use it for other stuff. Excuse me, but not for blocking. So make sure when you're buying the T-pins for blocking that they are stainless, and if it doesn't say stainless, because like I said, this one says nickel plated steel. Did not realize that. And I thought, since it said, oh, the nickel plated are actually stronger, I thought, oh, okay, this is going to be even better. Nope. The things we learn. So, and it's funny because these are made by the Prim group. Isn't that interesting? The Prim crochet hooks and the Prim stuff. I like Prim. I like Prim knitting needles. I like Prim crochet hooks. Apparently, these are not correct. And a lot of times when you're online, like if you're online at Michael's or you're online at Joann's, it does not say if they are stainless or not. So you got to be careful when you go to buy those. Just a little thing that I learned. Just a little, and you guys probably maybe already knew all that. So there you go. Just a little thing. Okay, what are we going to do this week? This week we are doing something called Tiny Triangles Square. And we are casting on 32 stitches this week. I barely started mine. Barely. That's my color, pumpkin. And I am literally on row. This is a 4-row repeat. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you go back and forth. Actually, it's not even that. You do row 1, row 2, and then row 3 and 4 is repeating row 1 and row 2. So you go back and forth. I'm going to try to use this little counter thingy and see if that works. So my little clicky thing. I don't know if that's going to work because I'm like, click. Now I'm on row 4, which is really row 1. And that's where I get mixed up. So I don't know. We'll see. We will see. But anyway, so we're doing the tiny triangles. Let's see if we've got a picture. Usually Miss Cheryl sends me a picture of everything, but I remember she didn't like this one. And in fact, the problem was she could not see the triangles on her, and it was a long time ago. Oh no, it's going to be on the other thing. She couldn't see the triangles on the color of the yarn that she was using. So she either rewrote the pattern or she did a totally different pattern. Diagonal ribs and boxes. Yeah, I remember her saying that she just absolutely did not like the triangle. So I may not have one to show you. Nope, I do not have one to show you. Because she did not like it. She did something totally different. She created her own little pattern. Because that's going to be number 12, right? Yeah, that's going to be number 12. And I think that's when she started. I think that's when she decided that she didn't like some of the squares we were doing. And that's when she went rogue. That's when she went rogue and started designing her own thing. And that's when she decided to design her own blanket entirely. So in the late fall, I think actually probably January-ish, she's going to do her own cowl. I think it started out knit. Then I think she started talking knit and crochet, but I think it might be back to just knit. I don't remember. We've had so many conversations, but she's doing her own. It's going to be squares. It's going to be, she claims it's going to be easy enough for a beginner, but she's going to move us along from these little baby things that we're doing now into some quite adventurous things. So we're going to be learning a great deal. She's going to teach us quite a bit about knitting. In fact, speaking of knitting, many of you know that we're going to be in the next couple of weeks. In fact, in May 5th, Cinco de Mayo, it ends up just being Cinco de Mayo, but it's our next bye week. It's our next resting week. We're going to start the make along. So we're going to start doing our shawl make along. So if you were not participating in this, or you were bored with this, or you finished this and wanted to do something different, here's your chance. So she and I are collaborating. Cheryl and I are collaborating on the make along, and we're both doing a shawl. We are both creating a shawl. Mine is crochet, of course. Hers is knit, of course. Hers is stunning. I mean, stunning. Mine is much simpler, but it's really turning out pretty. Now, she's not with us today because she's not feeling well. Plus, it's the middle of the night for her. And I'm pretty sure we're going to change these to evening because we just can't ask her to get up at 2 a.m. to be with us for this. And I wanted to show you some of the pictures. She's not quite done with her tester, but I wonder if this will work. Let's see if I can make this work. Oh, okay. So she sent me a little video yesterday. It's just a 30-second video. Let me see if I can make this so you guys can see. Oh my gosh, this is so pretty. Am I going to be able to do this? Am I coordinated enough? No. And oh, good. Push play and go. There. Is it going? Yes. Look how beautiful this thing is. There's a star stitch. She worked really hard to get that right. And that's some kind of a, I don't know. These stitches, they just look really hard to me, but she swears we can do them. She swears we can do them. Ooh, isn't that pretty? Some kind of a gathered thing. So it's not quite finished, but it's darn close. And then she had a little problem with one part, and she was pulling her hair out. But she got it figured out. So, hello, Miss Shirley. So did you see the shawl that I just showed? Did you see her shawl, her knit shawl? Oh, it's so pretty. It is so, so pretty. And I think she said she's doing it in a 4-weight because they're going into winter. We're just now going into summer. They're going into winter. So I'm doing mine in a DK, a 3, and she's doing hers in a 4. But it is just beautiful. Yeah, it is just beautiful. I'm going to run it again because it's only 30 seconds. Go sideways. There. Just beautiful. And I know she loves that star stitch. She was so proud of it. She worked and worked and worked on that thing. And she'd given up on it, and then finally she got it to work. I cannot wait. And I'm so worried that I'm not going to be. I'm like, I can't even make these squares work. And she goes, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Yeah. I'm like, okay. So I'm really excited about that. By next week, we'll know exactly how much yarn you'll need for that. Actually, I'm guessing maybe even in the next couple of days. I don't think you'll need more than 5. She's pretty sure. And, we're just kind of guessing. I don't think you'll need more than 5 skeins of that. Yeah, I wish she was feeling better. So then mine, she's closer than I am, but using my little thingy. I had to we went to a birthday party yesterday and I took my bag with me and I was going to work with it. Yeah, I wouldn't use cotton for that. I wouldn't use cotton for that. I got to the birthday party. I didn't have my crochet hook. It was sitting right here. We were not pleased. Hello, Miss Karen. But I couldn't have worked on it anyway. There was too much going on. So this is how mine is coming out. I've redone it and redone it and redone it. But I have got, we are down to, I've got the pattern 100% figured out. This is working out so well. And this is going to end up being, if you follow my pattern exactly, and of course you do not have to, you can rearrange it any way you want. But this one is 6 feet wide, which is what I wanted. I wanted something that was going to really wrap around me nice. No, I'm all tangled up. But I wanted a shawl, a real shawl that was going to wrap. I could put it on, and I don't want to tear out my stitches, and really wrap it around nice so I could wear it. I could be warm with it. If I'm at the theater, I could wrap it around me or, whatever. So yeah, the first time I did it was only 5 feet wide and it just wasn't long enough. So I had to tear it out and start over for the second time. The first time my stitch hook was too tight. So I had to tear out that skein that I had done. Then the second time I decided it wasn't long enough. So I had to tear that one out, but third time's a charm. And I like the width of it. Now this is, I marked it, but the pin that I used is the exact same color as, right here. Here's my little pin. I need to put let me put a different pin on it so you can see exactly what's going on here. Oh, here's a bright red one. That'll work. That'll work more better than this. Because this is an important piece of information here, and I wanted to make sure that you guys know this. Okay. And so I don't ruin this, I'm gonna I usually do this. Okay. Okay, where this red pin is all of this is 2 full skeins, 2 complete skeins. Okay. Now I got 2 full skeins, and then I got about this far on one row of the next row. So it was about 8.5 inches from here to here, about 8.5 inches on 2 full skeins of yarn. And so then with 4 skeins, then you're probably going to end up 16 inches wide, which I think is perfect. I think it's absolutely the perfect size for this. I have a shawl here, and I was going to go bigger. I thought I was going to make this 24, way too big. Way too big. I may go 20. We'll see when it's done, but you can see here, and I won't be able to do this off the cuff, but you can see, well, maybe, hold on just a second, Shirley, and I'll show you the yarn. I've got one clippy in here. And I put all my, I usually use, oh, here, I've got some up here. I usually use my hair clips when I'm doing this because it does a great big swatch at a time and holds them together nice without hurting anything. But I've got some small ones here. Okay, let's see if I can do this. Now, this is just going to be rough, of course. This is just going to be rough. And I'll tell you what, you guys, this yarn is working up like a dream. And I've had to frog it a couple of times. Well, I've had to frog the entire skein because I used it. 1, 2, 3. I used it. You know, I did that whole skein and then I pulled it out and reworked it with the, because I did it from 5 feet and redid over to 6 feet. Okay. So again, this is roughly doubled, and it's going to be, you know, this big. So it would look like this across you. I think that's the perfect size. I think that's going to be exactly right. Yeah. Hey, crazy poppy lady. So then this is the crocheted shawl that I'm doing. I designed my very first shawl. It's beautiful. It is beautiful. Yeah, I think that looks just right. So I think exactly 4 skeins. Hi, Miss Mary. I think exactly 4 skeins. You know me, I don't ever want to cut it that close. So I'm suggesting 5. I'm recommending 5 skeins. Now, Miss Linda, where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? I've got your yarn. Where did it go? Here it is. Miss Linda's yarn is right here. Yep, it's turned out, I think it's turning out so pretty. Miss Linda is going, this is your yarn, Miss Linda. White peach is the color she chose. So this is the yarn that we're using. It's called Anthem DK. I have it in 17 colors. This is 100% non-pilling acrylic. It is a 3-weight, obviously, 100 grams, 248 yards, machine wash, tumble dry, made in India. This stuff is so soft. It is so soft. And I am using an eye hook, the 5.5. And I think it's the perfect size because I had used smaller hooks and I kept moving up and moving up. And this one, when I first started it, I thought, oh, this is going to be too big. This hook's going to be too big. And as I got into it and worked it, it is perfect. It is perfect. It is squishy and soft, and it's got a nice got a nice flow to it. And, you know, with a shawl, you want it to have a nice flow. Thank you so much, Mary. I love this yarn. And it's the first time I've worked with it too. It's the first time I have worked with it as well. And it just works. And I'll tell you what, I am on my 3rd skein and I have yet to come to run into a knot on it. And I don't know about you guys, but I appreciate that. I appreciate that a lot when I am working on yarn. I don't know how many times I have used some other brands, and in one skein of yarn, I'll have 3 knots in there. But it definitely, this is, and you can see the stitch definition in there. You can definitely see how nice this is working up. And one of these skeins, this is the 3rd time I have completely ripped that entire skein out and reworked it up. And you cannot tell at all. You cannot tell at all. So the largest you prefer to work in H, whatever you want. 4.5, yeah. I started out with a 4 right here. I started out with a G, and it was just too tight. I wanted it looser. I wanted it. And I wanted this project to only use, I was trying to get this project done with 4 skeins of yarn. And it looked beautiful. It was beautiful with the 4. But I wanted it to feel looser. Now the recommendation on the yarn is 3 point, well, it's a knitting needle 3.75. So that's why I moved up to the 4. So you use whatever you want, Shirley. It's your choice. It's your project. Yes, if you want to use an H, you use it. You use an H. But it's a dream to work with. I will tell you that. Absolute dream to work with. And then to be able to just chuck it in the washer and the dryer, you cannot beat that. Absolutely cannot beat that. So we will have a written pattern for you. I will be showing you how to do it. Calling it a tutorial might be a stretch. But I guess it is a tutorial. I guess it's a tutorial. I just feel funny saying that. I feel funny saying that. But yeah, I will have a tutorial. Cheryl's will have a real live official written pattern. She will have real live tutorial with each different section, because some of her sections will need real live instructions. You don't need instructions on any of mine. This row is a double crochet. This row is a half double crochet. This row is, that's as tough as my instructions get. There's 2 tiny, I wouldn't even call them tricky, just 2 little things that I need to point out. And in fact, last week I pointed them out while we were talking. It's that simple. It's like, okay, watch what you're doing right here, that kind of thing. And I will make sure you can see it. I will make sure that you can see. I will go, okay, watch where you put your hook right now. Because you know how annoyed I get when I cannot see where when they say, okay, this is important. And then they make sure that they show you. When they show you, they go, okay, this is the important part now, right here. Okay, you got that? How many times have we seen that on a tutorial? So I will make sure that you can see what I'm doing. And I will also show you how to fix it if your count doesn't come out right. Because every once in a while, and I don't know why, it should, but it doesn't. And it doesn't matter. because it's that simple of a project. It's that simple of a project. So, my question to you, Miss Linda, now that you see your beautiful yarn, if you guys want to order this beautiful yarn, it is $4.50. You get 10% off. I can ship anywhere in the country. Shipping is $8.50 no matter where I ship in the country, and for up to 4 pounds. These 5 skeins come in at just over a pound, so it's no problem. And right now, everything that you order is 10% off. Anything that you order, any yarn that you order is 10% off. So, and with up to 4 pounds of shipping for $8.50. Now, Miss Linda, like I said, it's 4 for sure. You know me, I like to go an extra one because I don't like to cut it that close. So what I need to know from you, Linda, is do you want 4 or do you want 5? I've got these set aside because they're ready to ship, Miss Linda. I just needed to know if you wanted 4 or 5. And I think it was so funny because you got Amber's yarn. I ordered that for her, and then I go, nope, Linda wants that color. So she only gets half of her order. You get the other half. She didn't care. She doesn't mind sharing with you. All right. I thought you would, but I wanted to make sure. So I'll send you a message later. Oh, big news, big news. We have an official name for our yarn store. We have a web address. The website is still being built. So I think if you put the web address in, it just says coming soon or something like that. But we are officially called Bigfoot Yarns. Isn't that so cute? BigfootYarns.com. I love it, love it, love it. So cute. We're working on a logo. So Bigfoot Yarns with an S. BigfootYarns.com. Isn't that so cute? We deserve a yay for that. Bigfoot Yarns. Boy, I'll tell you what, finding a web address that wasn't already taken, that was a tough one. So we veered away from the traditional yarn type names and went with something funny and cute and kind of regional, even though the whole country knows Bigfoot. So, and it's really fun to play with. I don't want to say marketing, but easy to remember, easy to spell. So much to do with Bigfoot. And what I'm looking for in for the logo, I've got people working on the logo, but I kind of want just the head and the hands with like an armful of yarn or all tangled up in yarn, something like that. Or like, you always see the one, the silhouette of him walking. Oh, good. See, I wasn't sure about that. That was the thing I was worried about, Poppy. Because we're in the Pacific Northwest and he's huge here, hugely known here. I knew Oregon, Idaho, Washington, California. I knew they would all, but I wasn't worried. I didn't know about the South. And then when I started looking up images, it's the whole United States seemed to be familiar with it. Okay, good to know. But then I was thinking, so you see just the silhouette of him walking, and I thought, wouldn't that be cute if he had a shopping bag in each hand? Yep, Bigfoot Yarns. So within a week or two, that'll be up and running. And then you'll be able to place your order right there. And then once the website is up and running, then I can get the ice yarns. But I can't even order it until that. Oh yeah, Harry and the Hendersons. Harry and the Hendersons. Yep. That was a long time ago. He's cute. And that's what I want. I want a cute one like him. Like Harry. Harry was adorable. So. My pretty yarn. So we've got not all the colors. I don't have. They've got like 50 colors of this. I have, like I said, about 17. I've already sold out of 2, 3. I already sold out of 3 of my colors. Thank you, Amber. Between Amber and Linda. And, but we still have a ton. Yeah, because that was a while ago. In fact, let's look up and see when that was, because I was a kiddo. Let's see, when was Harry and the Hendersons? Harry and the Hendersons. Oh my gosh, you guys. Guess what year that was. Yeah, you're right. It was in the 80s, Amy. 1987. Good Lord. I did not know that. Oh, that was a long time ago. He was so cute. Oh, I didn't realize it was filmed in Seattle, in and around Seattle. I didn't realize that. So that's the other side of where I live. That's the other side of the state from where I live. I-90. So where Dana drives, that you hear Dana talking about driving up and down the freeway. She drives usually not quite as high as Seattle, but I-90. You hear her talking about that. She drives in that area. 1987. I did not know that. Oh, just answer my question. They always want you to sign into everything. Can we just look at what I want to look at? Harry and the Hendersons. So the movie was done in 87. The TV show was done in 91. So that might be what you're thinking of, Poppy. I don't remember a series. I only remember the movie. See, John Lithgow was in the movie. That's what I remember. How long was this? Oh, there were 72 episodes. That's quite a while. Oh, yeah. Okay. I recognize him. I'm going to have to find it and watch it. So funny. Original air date, January 12th, 1991. I'm going to have to find that and watch it. I don't remember that at all. 91. See, I would have been 30 years old, so I probably wasn't watching. Yeah. I wasn't watching much TV at that point. You do have a good memory. So that's where we are, folks. Next week, we're going to be doing the tiny triangle square. Hello, Miss Knit and Crochet. We are going to be, okay, just before you moved in there. we're going to be gathering our yarn for our shawls. If we're going to be doing the shawls, I've got plenty of time to mail yarn off to you. And remember, 10% off all yarn. So when you go and watch my yarn, let me see if I can, I'll link that video, my yarn unboxing video, so that you guys can look at all the different yarns. And I've got the prices on there. Let's see here. Do this, copy link, go back to the live. Okay, there's the link. So you can look at the different yarns that we've got right now. And so it's 10% off everything, and I can ship up to 4 pounds for that base amount, $8.50. Oh, Amy, they've got beautiful, beautiful stuff, and I can order anything from the website. Absolutely anything. Yeah, gorgeous stuff. Gorgeous stuff. And if you need pricing information, Amy, drop me an email, and I can get those prices for you right off. As soon as I can find my price sheet. Somehow I've lost my, you guys know me and the whole debacle of calendars. It was right here. And then I had it in my car. Oh, I'm sure you do. I'm sure you do. I got to tell you, this is their everyday yarn. And it is so nice. It is so nice. I'm really, really, I'm not surprised, but somehow you're just surprised. You know what I mean? Yeah, I expected it to be decent, but it's nicer than I expected it to be. Especially since I have frogged that skein of yarn 3 times and I'm working it up again. And you cannot tell. And some yarns, by the time you've worked it a couple of times, it starts looking a little ratty. And this is not at all. Not at all. You cannot tell which skein is the first time I've used it and which one I am working on it for the 4th time. And I think that's saying something about some, and because you guys know I'm right. You guys know there are some times when you frog some yarn and it starts looking pretty ratty, even after frogging it once, let alone 4 times. Right? Am I right? Hand to God. You guys know I'm right. And this stuff looks luscious. And when I worked it up, no, I have to have it shipped to me and then I send it out. Yeah, they don't drop ship. So, nope, that's fine. I can put anything in boxes, and most everything comes in. So like this stuff comes in packs of 10. What was it that I bought? The fingering weight, the Heritage comes in packs of 5. And there's a few things that come in packs of 8. The Pacific is in packs of 10. The cotton comes in packs of 10. I'm just thinking off the top of my head. The 220 is in 10s. All 70-80% of the stuff is in packs of 10s. There's a handful of things that are in 8s or 5s. Yeah. That's what I do too, Amy. Almost everything I buy what I call blanket quantities. When I bought my Pacific before to make a sweater, I bought 9. Why would I buy 9? I probably didn't realize it came in a pack of 10, or I would have just bought 10. But yeah, that's not a problem. Not a problem. Oh, just a second. I see a comment up here that I missed. Just a second. Let me go back. I see something about I see the word compliant, and that's all I can see. Oh, Poppy. Once you're up and running, we'll be able to delivering to the UK. I don't know what UKCE compliant is, Poppy. I can deliver to the UK. It's going to be expensive. Honestly, I don't know. Now that I just said that, I do know the reason I said that, Poppy, is because I've tried to send yarn to Miss Cheryl in. I've tried to send yarn to Cheryl in. Where is she? Not Arizona. She is not in. I wish she was in Arizona. She is in Australia. Oh my God. It's like $50 to send her anything. I don't know how much it costs to send stuff to you guys. I think Poppy, send me an email and we will talk about mailing stuff to you. Because you mail stuff out all the time, don't you? I know you mail stuff out. Send me an email. North Carolina.
Who, me?
And send me an email with your mailing address, your shipping address, and I'll just fake up a shipping label and we'll see what it costs. Because I use pirate ships, so. And now I don't know what UKCE compliant is, so I will have to look that up. Don't know what that is. See, that's the thing. I got to learn all this stuff. UKCE compliant. I know when I was doing, when I was making some, like those chickens and things, I learned about shipping toys to the UK. No. I learned real quick not to mess with that stuff. Oh, Wool Warehouse. I do know. Yeah, Australia. Thank you. Yep. They come. When they come. See, I don't have one. I took everything to the shop yesterday. When they come in, when you buy the packages like 10 or whatever, they are in a bag. When you buy a full set like that, they are in a bag. And they're really nice. Yeah, and I took all the bags to the shop yesterday. I had one sitting right here until yesterday, and I could have showed you. Yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah, they are. They're just terrible. Conformity assessment. British version of. Oh, Lord. That sounds scary. That sounds scary. Let me talk to Miss Angela. Because she mails a lot of stuff, and she probably knows about that already. Angela up there in Canada. See, sending stuff to other countries is scary. Even sending stuff to California is scary. I've got to find out there's, in fact, yeah, I should have asked her what state she lives in. How come he parked way over there instead of out front? My grandson's here to work on the truck. Let me put my mailing address up here, or not my mailing address, my email address, so you guys know how to get a hold of me. Here, that one will work. I'll put my begging address up.
Site is here.
Yeah, I saw that. How come you parked on the side instead of out front? You could park behind me.
I don't know if he parks over there all the
time. There's special rules to send stuff to California. You have to put, and I don't know what it is yet. I know there is a thing you have to put in with anything you mail to California, which basically says this could kill you. In anything that you send to California. Oh, by the way, this could kill you. No matter what it is. Even if we didn't make it, even if you use it to make something else. So. And I know you guys have seen it because you bought something, it'll have a sticker on it and it'll say blah, 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 blah. You know, due to California's rule, whatever. And I know some companies only put that in packages that they mail to California, and other companies, they just put it on everything. Because I have seen it. I've received packages. I wonder. I don't know about greeting cards. Yeah, that's it. The Prop 65 rule. I'm just wondering if if on Amazon I can buy a Prop 65 sticker or label or something. Prop 65 warning label. I don't want to say it's compliant. I want to say there it is. Yep, I can buy the warning labels. It says, no, I don't want to say it's known to, because it isn't. I want to say may. Yeah, it's quite an interesting thing. Ooh, I don't need that many of them. Because you don't know if your item does or not. But if you don't put it on there, like, yeah, May. Really, these things you can't buy. So Amy, as a citizen, if I mail something to her from out of state that does not have the warrant, like if I send her a skein of yarn and all I'm doing, I didn't produce the yarn, I didn't make the yarn, or she buys a hat from me and I didn't have that warning label on it, even though I didn't make the yarn, but I made the hat. She can sue me if I don't have that label on it. Oh, this one would work. It says cancer and reproductive harm, and then it's got the website that you go to. Yeah, that one would work. Because I don't want to say that it is cancer producing or it does have it. This product contains, no, I don't want to say that, but this one says, warning, cancer and reproductive harm, WWWP65 warnings. I'm going to add that to my cart, and then I'm going to go look at it later and see if that takes care of it. Here's another good one. Detectable amounts of chemicals known to the state of California to cause cancer, birth defects, or, in and around this facility. No, we don't want that one. Isn't that, but I do know that that's a thing, and it has to be on anything that is sent into Canada. And see, I asked the people that I bought my yarn from what they do, and she says because they are not a retailer, they don't have to do it. It's up to their retailer to do it. They're a wholesaler. Yep, I think that'll work. I'll look at what that WW sends you to, and then I think that'll take care of it. Yeah, because I don't want to say this product contains. That ought to do it. That ought to do it. You are not selling him something. If I'm selling you something, I have to put that on there. Yeah. I can send you a gift, but I can't sell you something. Hey, Miss Lulu. Oh, so you sell things, Lulu. So we're talking about the prop, what is it, Prop 65? The Prop 65 warning that you have to include on anything that you sell that sends to California. So I think I may start including that in, yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll just include it in my California addresses if I get any California addresses. But yeah, so I think I can do right. No. Yeah, it's just, yeah, I just found a roll of stickers on Amazon for $8. So yeah, so if you want the Anthem DK, which is the yarn that I'm using on here, it's $4.50 a skein, and it is beautiful yarn. Bare minimum 4, absolute no problem at all 5, and 10% off your entire order, probably at least through the end of June, for sure through the end of June. And that's going to be your whole order, off your whole order until the end of June. And I can do, like I said, $8.50 flat rate shipping up to 4 pounds. Maybe a little more. So far, I've had no problem with 4 pounds. You know, if it's a few ounces more, I might be able to squinch it by. But I've had no problem with up to 4 pounds. Oh, I forgot to tell you. Miss Dana's doing a giveaway. So look Monday. I put the link to her channel, but you guys all know how to get to her channel. Miss Dana's doing a giveaway on, I think the video is going to drop on Monday, and she's giving away 6 skeins of this. So be watching for that in the color of your choice that I have in stock. She doesn't want me to have to go order it. And we want to get it to you right off. So be watching for that. So you can send me an email for right now. Knit and Crochet, just send me an email and let me know what you want. If you want to take a peek at that video and see what I've got on hand. If you want to go to the website and just let me know what you want and send me an email. I have until we get everything set up at the store, which hopefully will be done by next week as far as all of the payment stuff. I'm just running the payments through my other business. So I've got the PayPal and I can do credit cards. I can do PayPal. I prefer Venmo because they don't take any fees out. I've got that funny cash app. I was a little weirded out about Cash App, but now that I'm used to it, I'm fine with it. So I can do all of those things. But yeah, I've had my own business for 30 years, so I can do all the things. I have Square, so I can do a credit card over Square if you want to do that. Just I do my earrings and stuff, and then it comes up. They get their bill, and it's like affordable first aid. I didn't take a first aid class. Oh yeah, my earrings. Oh, did they? Yeah, I don't like Cash App, but you know what's funny is Square uses them. When you go through Square now, it comes up as an option to use Cash App. I don't like it either. It's not my first choice. I like Venmo. Venmo is my first choice for payment apps, and of course, Square for credit card. I've been using Square for probably 10 years, and I've never had a single problem with it. Not a single problem. And yeah, I like Venmo. A lot of people like Zelle because it comes right out of your bank account. But I changed from a bank to a credit union, and my credit union doesn't take Zelle. And what she told me was Zelle charges the credit union or the bank or whatever. They are the ones that pay for the usage of it, and they charge them a lot of money. And my credit union says we don't use it so that we don't have to pass the cost on to the customers. I'm like, okay, works for me. So I don't have the ability to use Zelle. So Venmo's my choice, my app of choice. Otherwise, you can just run it through a credit card. Either one's fine. So if you want to order something, send me, there's my email. Just send me an email. And if you want to have a conversation with me, that's perfectly fine. When you send me an email, give me your phone number and I'll give you a call and I'll write up your order and we'll get it figured out. We'll get it sent. And if I have to order the stuff, it'll take a few more days. They're really, their shipping is pretty darn quick to get over to me because they're just on the other side of the state. And if I've got all the yarns in stock, it gets sent out pretty quick. I'll get it sent out to you pretty quick. I am really, really impressed with their yarn. So that's it for this. Oh, at 10 o'clock, we're going to have a live interview with a gal, and she's actually a friend of Dana's. I met her last year at the Yarny Social. Her name is Diane, and she's doing she's very talented. She's a very talented crocheter. She sat next to me at the Yarny Social. That's how I met her. But she has created a crochet along, and it's a blanket. It is corner to corner like this. It's like my this one. So, but she has named it the Ugly Christmas Sweater Blanket. So each block is a different Christmas sweater. Do I have the picture up? Just a second. I can bring the picture up. I have a few pictures. I have some pictures that I didn't post. So let me find them. Because I have a few more pictures than what you. So here's a few pictures of the blocks. So this is one. It's a Santa. And then there's another Santa. There's a penguin. I love the little penguin. So cute. And a little snowman. So my understanding, the way it's going to work is each month you'll get a different block. So each month I think there's 12 of them. Each month you'll get a different block. And then you just, it's a crochet along. So if you like to do blocks, if you like to do corner to corner, then this will be a fun one. And she has a Ravelry page, and in the video description box, you can see there's a link to her Ravelry page. She has done some gorgeous ones. I had no idea. The first time I looked at her stuff, I thought this was her first one. It is not. She has got, I'm going from memory here now, but she has, well, the one that sticks out to me is the travel trailers, motorhomes, not motorhomes, because, let me just pull that up. Let me just pull it up. Oh, yes, owls. She's got owls, if you like owls. She's got a barn quilt, where they've got all the different, where's my finger? Where's my finger? There, barn. Those little designs. The camper vans. How darn cute are those? Why can I not make this work? There. I love that one. Look at this. She did the leg lamp. They're so cute. She did an entire Christmas story, sea to sea. So y'all need to pop over there and take a look at it. Really, really cute stuff. She's got a Dr. Seuss hat, an Elmo, Thomas the Train. Just cute, cute stuff. I had no idea that she had that much stuff on there. But I just adore those camper vans. Yeah, I had no idea. So that might be something that I have to look into because, I don't have enough things on my list. But anywho, she's going to be at 10 o'clock. We're going to be interviewing her. Her name's Diane. And we're going to be, I think this might be her first live. She's very nervous. So we need to be nice to her and hold her hand a little bit. She's very nervous about this. But do you guys remember one of, I think it was one of Dana's lives a little while ago. We were talking about the lady that had crocheted granny square shoes. That's her. She is an amazing crocheter, just absolutely amazing. I got a picture, and I know it'll take me a year to find the darn thing. Did I heart it? If I was smart, I did, but we all know Robin. He's not that clever. Not that smart. There's no way I'll ever find that thing. I thought I did, though. I really thought I did. Nope. But they're so darn cute. They're Keds. And she crocheted granny squares. Oh, so cute. So, so cute. She is just clever. Super, super good. Isn't it funny? You look through your pictures, you're like, oh, look. You guys want to see my wedding dress? See, I used to be skinny. Isn't that pretty? Used to be skinny. Not anymore. Not anymore. Nope, I don't have it. So yeah. So anyway, I know it was so pretty. It was so pretty. It was navy blue and it had crystals all over it. So where that triangle was, the whole back was like that. The whole back was navy blue with those crystals all over the back of it. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Okay. So everybody got their block finished this week, right? We got our block finished. And it was the diagonal rib square, and we love it. And there's our mistakes. Got to make sure we show off our mistakes. Mary, did you get your block finished? Mary's doing 2 every week because she wants her blankie bigger. I just went around it and made it big. I just crocheted around and made it bigger. because I'm lazy. And this week we're doing the tiny triangles, and I just started mine. Oh, you can kind of see the triangle starting a little bitty bit right there. And we're getting our yarn together for our make along. If we're going to do we're going to crochet this. It really is pretty, isn't it? I like it. Not bad for my first ever design. I'm pretty proud. And then if we're going to do Cheryl's knit one, I'm pretty sure she said five skeins also. And she's using, I think she's using a worsted. Yeah, because she's using Nako, but she's going to use something else. It was a yarn I hadn't heard of. She's using that funny Australia yarn. Now, if you want, you were talking about Shirley. This would work up beautifully for that as well. But I also have, we can get this in a worsted, and I also have that stunning Pacific. Now it's going to cost more because it's a blend. It's acrylic. It's this same acrylic, but it also has the merino, the merino that you can wash. What do they call that? Why can I not remember? I was just telling Dana, I'm going to have to write that word down because I can never freaking remember it. It's like, it's just a word I don't say all the time, even though I do all the time now. Let me look up the Pacific and show it to you. It is so soft. I make it, yes, superwash merino. It's 40% superwash merino, 60% acrylic. It's a nice blend so that they could keep it affordable. Super, super sturdy. It's perfect for blankets. I'm making a sweater out of it. And it's a worsted, but it's a little bit of a lighter weight worsted. I would call it a 3.5, between a 3 and a 4. I'm going to call it a 3.5. It is beautiful. That's the Pacific. And I've got several colors of that in stock too. Where's the Pacific? There it is. Oh, so pretty. It has 213 yards. So it gives you a rough idea. And they're considered, yeah, it's a superwash. Yes, 60% acrylic, 40% superwash merino. The gauge on that is 13 to 15 stitches. Well, knitting gauge, because this is going to be a knit project. The knitting gauge is 18 to 20 stitches per 4 inches. Does that tell you something, Shirley? It tells me nothing. Knitting gauge or crochet gauge is 13 to 15 stitches per 4 inches. They're suggesting knitting needles, there's US 7 or 8, 4.5 to 5. Right in there. That's right, the size you said you like to use. See, I remember. I listen. The color that I'm using for my sweater is that color, which is showing up darker in here than what it is in real life. But in real life, it has this sort of it isn't sparkly, but it feels like it's sparkly. Oh God, it's just the most beautiful blue I've ever seen. I can't even tell you how beautiful it is. It is so pretty. The colors are so, so pretty. And it runs, I can tell you right now what we sell it for because I have it on my thing. The Pacific is $8.50 and 10% off. So we're running 10% off on all of our prices until the end of June. Okay, y'all. I got to go. Yeah. But it isn't shiny. It's just so vibrant. The color is just so vibrant. That iris color. Oh, it's just a beautiful color. I love it, love it, love it. Okay, I got to go. be back here at 10 o'clock to meet Miss Diane so she can talk about her fun project. And any of you guys want to order some of this yarn for our upcoming shawls? And if you're interested, right, let me tell you about our superwash merino, the 22. Oh, and I can't even do that. We've got our superwash merino is gorgeous. It is really, really gorgeous. The 220. It is really, really nice. And of course, like I said, I've lost my price sheet. And I know mine is not that much. I know it isn't. See if I can find my price sheet on here real quick. Let me just see. That's my invoice, but it's not on there. Nope. Oh. It's about, don't hold me to this, but it's about $13. Yeah, it's right in there at about $13 for the 220 superwash, which is 100% superwash merino. Mm-hmm. Yep. Okay. I'm gonna go. I gotta get ready for the next thingy. Oh, you're talking about the sock weight. I was talking about the worsted weight. My sock weight, we have that. My sock weight is it's the blend because it's the sock yarn. So it's the 75-25. And that one is, but I think we have the other. It's just not what I had in what I have in the shop. But my heritage is $12. Mm-hmm. My heritage is $12. Yeah, so go take a look at the website and poke around. When you're looking something up, this is one thing that I do want to tell you guys. When you're looking something up on the website, if you want to look up by yarn weight, look up gauge. So when you pull up the website, and you go to yarns, it'll look like that, our yarns, and then it'll have these options. You look up by fiber if you want to look up cotton or wool or whatever. But if you want to look up by the weight of the yarn, which is what I typically do, I want to look at a 4-weight or whatever, look up gauge. That's weird to me, but that's how and then when you click on gauge, then it'll have lace, fingering, sport, worsted, and then you can go to that. Because if you look up weight, which is how I would, it's telling you how many grams are in the ball. And that's odd to me, but so you can check things out. So I go to fiber or I go to gauge. That's the only two places I look at stuff. And then you can find anything you want that way. Okie dokie. And then they have everything split out like in color order or by color number. So, and it gives you all the information on it. All righty. I will talk to you guys later. So send me email with any of your questions and I will get back to you. See you guys at 10 o'clock with Miss Diane. Talk to you later. Bye-bye. Setting up the yarn bus this afternoon. Or starting on it. It's going to be a project. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.